Hello one, hello all, it is I, MasterMonsters, bring you sort of an overview on how My Little Pony, The Fall of Equestria is going. Okay, right now I'm trying to think of a new gameplay system called, it's pretty generic and basic, but I haven't played much RPG Maker VX games. I'm actually watching Let's Plays of various RPG Maker VX games, or just RPG Maker games in general, to see how they handle stuff, and, taking ideas, not ripping them, but, getting the basic idea from those, put my own little gimmicks and twist on it, or just gain inspiration from how they did it and do something completely different. Now, I should probably mention, since I'm recording this a hypercam, because I still don't have Camtasia yet. Next time I can convince my parents to let me do chores to get money, I will buy either Camtasia or save up for XCOM and Minnow, because I really want that game. Anyway, this is just a crappy dungeon that's probably going to be completely redesigned. This is not really a dungeon, but it's like a part 2 of a dungeon. This is a really crappy thing I'm not going to design. I'm going to redesign. Now, here's a system I'm implementing in the game. Super bosses. Essentially, once you get to a certain part of the game, which I'm not really sure if I haven't got there yet, because the game is, gameplay-wise, early development. For most other things, it's pretty high in development. You will be able to fight super bosses, and these bosses are going to be extremely hard because of one gimmick or another, or they might just have really good stats. And you can find super boss locations during regular gameplay, but you'll see this message. A strange force holds you back, meanwhile a voice that can be best explained as the wind says, "You're not strong enough, little ponies." When they go left? Why did I make it go left? Move up. But then I'm past that, and there's another one in the laboratory area, which is another crap map I'm gonna have to redesign. Where's the laboratory at? Crap. Again, I'm recording on this hypercam, so it's gonna be a little laggier than. Yeah, the same here. I'm not sure what this boss is at, I just thought it would be a good location for us for boss. Actually, this one should be turned down. I'll just redesign it when I'm actually playtesting again. I had to download another what do you call it, title set pack for technology. Anyway, most of my events are in the testes area. This is sort of an area in the game where I put all my events that I'm working on. For example, pony creation event. Bust event, or what do you call this? Cut-in, or, you know how in some RPGs, if you follow my videos, Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans. God, I wish I could do that LP again, because I love that game. It's honestly probably my favorite RPG ever. But alas, my computer died and my new computer is not strong enough. That game had cut-ins or busts or whatever you call them. And they essentially, it was kind of had like the character's body and up. Oh, I should probably mention, I actually got this really cool script that I've actually made me look pretty good, in my honest opinion. I might see if I can get some gameplay. I don't think it should be too laggy if I can just get like a battle in. Not a battle, but just a minute. And I really should have took a screenshot of it, but I don't care. Yeah, essentially this, but this isn't here because I fixed that. Essentially it's going to be a little irritating because I'm going to have to, create certain values for each one because each one's not on the same exact spot. Have grayscale versions of each one, have a left and right one, but, shouldn't be too bad, and, work is work. You can't expect to make a game with no work whatsoever. Most great games take a lot of work. So of course this one's going to too. I'm going to take a risk and actually try to show the game off. Save changes to my little pony and the fall of equestria, of course. I think this one, no wait, this one's not Summon, Recruit. Yeah, I've been watching, honestly, the only two RPG Maker Let's Players I watch is, actually the only one I really watch is Cool Impact. I just kind of start watching this guy because he has a link on the RPG Maker VX forums. And if you're curious, I am Sergeant Derpy Hooves on the RPG Maker VX forums. I just realized that name, Sergeant Derpy Hooves. Oh, if you're wondering, I actually haven't updated the title screen yet at all, so it still says Magic of the Stars. And I haven't updated the title screen thing, which I'm probably gonna upload, not upload, but edit to an instrumental version. Sorry, the menu looks like this now. The reason Rarity is an artist instead of a fashion designer is because of the system I'm actually working on currently. My current system, I'm actually creating out of events only because I think that's the only thing I'm actually particularly good at is events. I mean, yeah, I've got some spriting talent, I guess, a little bit. Like, I'll show off some of my sprites. None of them are cropped good at all. This one doesn't count. But that's my Prince Blue Blood sprite. One of the OC sprites named Melly or Mellow. Again, none of them are cropped right at all. I think the Melly sprite might be cropped okay, but I'm not sure. Prince Stellan, I'm not sure if that's any good. I kind of like it, just from the... Yeah, those recolors, but I think they're okay for recolors. Princess Gaia, well, I know. Another CMA horrible 10 shadow sprite that I'm honestly ashamed of them. Someone's awake apparently at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna have to be extra quiet. One that's horribly corrupt, but actually I think a pretty decent sprite. I took like 4 attempts making a Spitfire sprite. That doesn't count. That was like my first sprite ever. Next to my Abysmal Tyrek sprite, which I appropriately named Abysmal Tyrek sprite. I think this is my final Spitfire sprite. The reason I took so much attempts on this one is because Spitfire is actually going to be a main character in my game. Yeah, Abysmal Tyrek. I don't even want to look at that sprite. Abysmal Spike. Flag, which I just changed to a tile set now. Oops. This is back when I had a trashier battle system, and maybe that was the last Spitfire sprite. This is just going to be me rambling about RPG Maker. I really don't know what to talk about, to be completely honest. So you can see all my characters I have so far. And now I'm trying to make them all, complex. They can be only story complex as the show, but complex and how they work, making the build. Also, as well as making classes. Just probably go my system I'm actually working on. Yep. These are my upgrading system. This is my upgrading system. Student points. Upgrades new class. A+ student. Unicorn points. Upgrades power, which is basically the magic stat in the game. Energy points. And learn a new special type of skill. Friendship points. Learn a new friend skill, which is basically anything from combos to defending to support. And Magna points learn final skills, which are essentially final smash. No, I guess final smashes works as a comparison. They're more like overdrives that requires, I don't know, maybe like 70 friendship points and say 200 to 300 EG points. So they're gonna be special. And I have a ton of pointless events. Summoning events. My crappy way to making a combo system, which I'm still working on. This doesn't even work anymore, so I'm just going to clear this because I removed that script. Why does that not do anything? Anyway, more summons. What was this? Oh. Oh, this is my first attempt at a summoning system or recruitment system. This is my final attempt at recruitment. What do I think this was? No, this wasn't. Or it might have been. I'm not sure. Ah, crap. Frozen. I was frozen. I'm not gonna try. Really bad attempt at doing summoning system, which I might work on. Okay, madness. What was this? Oh yeah, this is the turn Pinkie Pie and the Insane of Pinkie Pie. Or Pinkamena. Whatever is her name. Adult Spy, pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna have to flesh this out a lot more, have, you know, error messages and stuff, but it works well enough. My rage system, which is actually pretty good working right now. So far I've got it where if any character other than the minor characters get lower than I think 15 HP, Fluttershy will snap. It's actually a pretty good system. What was this? Oh, a dual spike. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, this was a bad. This is the first script I don't even have anymore. Bad attempt at a skit. Pointless attempt at a sound or a voice clip, which I just used through animations. Should probably delete all the pointless stuff. Another skit test. The way I did the create a pony system. Honestly, I think the only thing that wasn't self-explanatory was the call common event. Basically, after every single option finishing, I call the common event, which starts at the building options. I think it's actually a pretty clever system. Basically, maybe it was pointless busy work, but it worked. Also, I know this kind of looks phallic, but that wasn't the intention. I just wanted something that looked kind of cool. So this is my testing room. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not sure how much people know this, but if you actually put a movie in the background music folder, maybe sound effects and other music folders work, but if you put a movie or a video in a sound effect or audio folder and then have play the audio, you actually get a pop-up that plays the video in honestly better quality than the movie player. And the best thing is you can actually skip it by closing it. It's actually a pretty good system. Crap. I'm not sure. This is probably going long. It's probably about 10 minutes now. So I'm not really sure what else I'm going to talk about. If you want the story, the basic story, because it's changed a lot. I mean, what was the original story? I don't even know. Something about Tyra. Oh, it's still about Tyra, but something about when having to go to hell to fight them. That's here, but it's a lot fleshed out. Now it's about Discord getting free. So, as well as freeing. Oh wow, it is probably about 20 minutes, or not, about 10 minutes now. And then him freeing his old retired and his servant Scorpion, which I have to say, Scorpion and Tyrek have very disappointing voices. I imagine them to be ultra deep. Scorpion has a voice, and I think Tyrek's voice by the narrator on Transformers or something. Anything else? Oh, essentially now it's more about the virus than just what calls Nightmare Moon. Well, still virus, maybe not virus, like a ghosty aberration being that preys on negative emotions like anger, lust, or angst, bitterness. This is one of the biggest points in the game. Is the semi-main villain. Ah, crap. There's just a few more things to talk about. A lot of events. One, I'm sorry, I might have to remap. Like, map of Ponyville a few days ago, and this is nothing like it, so I might completely remap it just to look like that. And West Equestria. It's a bit small, and that's what I think the biggest flaw with it. But it actually is modeled after Equestria, believe it or not. Like that. Yeah, I think it's the official map of Equestria. I mean, may not look like it, but it is. And I know this sucks, but there's no floating seat in this. But yeah, get better tile sets eventually. But this base is well. What was this? Was it Manchester? Lost Pegasus. Let's look on the map and see the town that's north of Western. And that's this town. I think it's Manchester. Overveiw. Forest here, the Everfree Forest. This is all knows what of the dead. I can't remember what the dead was called. The mountains that surround Manchester. It is modeled after Equestria, just not very good. And modeling Kentplot is going to be hell because the way Kentplot is set up. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. For anyone who actually watched it. Bye guys, have a great day.